Hey guys, I'm Bryson here and welcome to my show. And today we're going to be reacting to a $55,000 earner that lives in Los Angeles. And to me, that is a ton of money, you know, because when I was growing up, my mom literally raised us two kids, okay, on $27,000 to $25,000 while living in New York. So in reality, I think that anything above like 40K to 50K for one person is literally a ton of money if they know how to use the money right and also how to not spend a ton of money on the normal stuff people spend money on, like for example, avocado toast, on some Starbucks, and all that fancy stuff. So let's see exactly how she spends her money, but more importantly, smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, because I do post videos on the channel every single day. Without further ado, let's see exactly how this woman right here spends her money. This 22-year-old lives on $55,000 a year in Los Angeles. Right off the bat, guys, okay, 22. She's like 1 year younger than me. Not that bad at all. But this was back in May, right? So you might be like 23 years old today. So we might be the same age. So $55,000 is still a ton of money.
Really embarrassing to say, but if it weren't for the Kardashians, I don't think I would have aspired to live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, man, it's all about that media and all that stuff you be looking online, like, oh my gosh, you know, like Los Angeles or like New York, and then you come here, you're like, oh, so people are paying such a high premium to live in this place like any other place, but it's also more expensive and also in some cases even more inconvenient. So you always want to basically test things out, like get an Airbnb like for a week or 2 weeks and see exactly how you like the area before you go ahead and just like move to places because, hey, the Kardashians live here. Or for example, hey, New York is here, you know what I mean?
My name is Madeline Parkinson. I'm 22 years old. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I make $55,000 a year. I was born in Australia, and I always knew that I wanted to work in entertainment, on set or post-production, and so I decided that I wanted to come to America.
Alright, so she's a video editor, and she came from Australia. Kind of like the American dream in a sense, right? Usually when people come like from outside of America, they always have like these high dreams, you know, like it's either like New York, Los Angeles, or sometimes you just like have somewhere you actually want to go, but usually it's like those two places and they have like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna do this. I want to see exactly how she managed though.
For college and to follow my dream.
After graduating, let's see what she did. So after graduating, she got a job as a video editor in LA. So it's pretty good. By the way, video production is a very, very, very stable job currently because, you know, Netflix and all these other companies. So basically, there's a lot of people, a lot of jobs will actually be filled, especially like in video production.
I live comfortably. I don't have to worry about my bills. I'm never like, am I going to be able to pay rent?
Wow, so she only makes $5,000 from freelancing. She could probably make a lot more by using Upwork, you know, because on Upwork, they pay like editors like $20 an hour. So in reality, if she's not really making that much money, it's probably because she doesn't really want to spend that much time as a freelancer. So I get that also.
I track everything. I track things on apps. I track things on paper. I have like a budget binder that I use.
Alright guys, so here we go right now. By the way, she also lives with a roommate, okay? So she pays $1,225 in rent, but I'm not sure if that's split or that's after the split. If it's after the split, then it might be way too expensive. Savings, $730, food $425 for one person is a ton of money. Let's be honest here. She has to be cooking at home, or if she's not, then obviously it's a ton of money. That's why it's going to that. Insurance, $335. She probably has a car. Yeah, the car is $70. Like, nah, it's too much money for the car. But again, she does live in Los Angeles. But I would have I don't know why her insurance is so high. Most likely because she's younger. So I get that also. But try to get a different quote also because that's also important. Miscellaneous, $290. She says she tracks everything, but like, where is this $290 going? Okay, I want to know. $150 utilities, $70 a car, $50 for freelancing. I like this budget. I just don't like the rent, and the insurance is pretty high, and the food is too high. Miscellaneous is also too high. I guess I don't like the budget as much as I said I like it.
Something that I spend money on every single month is diet soda. I probably go through a 12-pack a day. My grocery budget used to be a lot higher because I was buying.
All right, guys. So 12 packs of soda a day. This screams out to me diabetes. I had a friend. Well, yeah, I'll say a friend. I had a coworker that was also a friend. I can't say his name, obviously, but he used to go through like a 12 pack a day also, and he used to like, you know, do this stuff also, like with the not the green stuff, but like the stuff that's bad for your lungs, you know. And I can't say it because, you know, YouTube monetization, all that stuff. But the answer is, this sounds to me like a 12 pack might put her in the grave like a lot earlier. She needs to change this up very, very quickly. And the thing is, it can become very, very addictive very quickly also, because you basically depend on the sugar rush, depend on that, like, oh my gosh, that dopamine like building up in your brain. So I get why she does it at this point, but it's a very bad habit. I want her to take it away, and it's also getting very expensive also. So health, wallet, long term, all good reasons to basically take this bad habit away. I think she's using like a metal straw, so congratulations, but you're just like killing yourself. So I can't say that word either. But you're just like literally hurting yourself, so be careful.
Buying real Diet Coke. So then I found the off-brand, and I was like,
she spends 50 bucks on Diet Coke every single month on an off-brand. Come on, man. Like, listen. I don't care if you're trying to save money in the wrong places. Just stop. Just stop. It's not healthy. It's not good.
Glad I can continue this addiction.
Oh, and she made fun of it too. I don't think that's funny at all. I don't think any of that health stuff is funny. You know, 'cause I've seen a lot of people go down and basically regret it. So no, I don't think that's funny.
The biggest expense over the last year was my lawyer fees. I knew that this was coming up, and I knew that I was going to be responsible for it. Whatever I was saving, whenever I put it in a savings account, I just
$7,000 immigration fees for a lawyer and $2,000 for flights to Australia.
Knew that that was going for the lawyer fees, Even though it's so expensive and a lot of money, I would rather be here than anywhere else right now, just because I want to be an editor and I want to be at a big studio. This is the place to be.
All right, so it sounds like you spend a lot of money just trying to become an American, right? I think it's an investment. Let's be honest, right? If she spent like $9,000 on becoming an American, in a sense, she made it back in like her first year or like her first 3 months or so. So I'm not really that mad about it whatsoever. In reality, the big thing about expenses like this, basically some people get scared by it. But if it's going to be, for example, for a good reason, then it's an investment. So it's a good investment if you ask me.
This year, it was my first time ever doing taxes. Everyone was just like, use TurboTax, it's so easy. And so I went on TurboTax and I put in my information, and it was just like this big red page of, we do not support non-American residents. And I was like, damn. So I had to do it old school.
Oh, really? You had to do it old school? Well, there's two options here, right? You can do it yourself if you want to by just like looking at YouTube videos. Or, for example, you can just go on, like, for example, to a CPA and get your taxes done by them first. My first year, I did it with H&R Block, and I always recommend you like do it with somebody else your first year. And then once you understand exactly how they did everything, then your second year and like forever, you can do it yourself, because basically you understand all of the basics, and that way you're good to go, but you don't make any mistakes.
Doing freelance as well,
She paid $2,400 in taxes on freelancing work in 2018. How is that possible? So basically, she made like $5,000 to pay like half of it towards taxes. That's crazy.
Totally different game. You have to file 1099s and things like that.
Well, she's probably not maximizing all of the deductions when it comes to freelancing. And that's why I'm telling you, you always want to get a CPA to do your first year of taxes, and that way you're good to go, right? That's the danger of just doing things yourself with that.
If you mess up your taxes and you are on a visa, that is very bad. Like, you can get in big trouble, you get deported, and so I just wanted to like give the government my money. I'm like, take what you need.
Yeah, you see? Yeah. So even more, you have even more reasons to basically go to a CPA and make sure everything is right. So sometimes people want to save like $1 or a penny by doing things like themselves. In some areas, I don't recommend it. Like when it comes to, for example, leaning a lawyer, or for example, a tax advisor, or for example, financial advisor, I don't think you should be cheap with that stuff usually. Okay, you have to be very careful when you cut money.
If you have a credit score in Australia, that does not convert to the US. I went in and I got my credit card, and the limit was like $150.
Madeline now has a credit score of $2,000. Now, I hope she's using it the correct way and paying it off every single month, okay? Because a good credit score, a high credit score, isn't really important if you're just spending all the money on interest. She says she tries to pay the card off every few days. So she tries. I'm not sure though.
I am living the debt-free life.
So she's debt-free. That's awesome. So it does mean, although she tries to pay it off every few days, she pays it off every month. That's awesome. So debt-free, that's a good start to living in America, because a lot of Americans here, guess what? A lot of Americans, like me also, well, not me, because I also am debt-free also, except for my student loan debts. But most people in America have massive amounts of credit card debts, student loan debts, and also mortgages, okay? So you want to be very, very careful. America is the country to be in debt, okay? It's a very profitable business.
Definitely in a privileged position where I didn't have to worry about student loans. My parents paid for my college.
That's awesome. You know, whenever your parents pay for your college, I think that's a pretty good deal. I don't clown on people because of it, because in reality, if I have kids, I want to make sure they have a great start also. Usually though, I'll probably like make them like a college fund like from the very beginning, that way they're good to go. But most likely I'll have them also like pay a percentage of it, that way they can actually feel like, okay, you know what, I also earned this, you know. My parents helped me cover it, but I also earned it by having a job on the side also, you know. That way everything's not like handed to them.
I feel like I should be putting more into my 401k. That's my next goal, is to try and reduce my expenses somehow, so where I can...
Okay, so your employer matches 4% and she contributes double. So that's pretty good, right? It's pretty good, guys. But the idea is, let's see what else she does.
Bump that up. I'm really interested in the FIRE movement.
So, financial independence, retirement early. Oh, that's the FIRE movement. Maxing out your 401k and living frugally so you can retire early. I think that's pretty good. And also do some research on the 4% rule. That way you can retire even more early. But the idea is, like, if you really enjoy your job, like, why do you even want to retire in the first place? And the idea is, to retire early, you have to make sure you actually live until you're 62 years old, right? Because you're drinking 12 packs of soda well, not 12 packs, but 12 cans of soda every single day. That's very, very dangerous for your health. Like, probably like not right now because you're like 22 years old and I'm also 23 years old. But the idea is in the future, like when you're like 25, 26, 30, 40, that stuff is going to have a massive bad effect on your health. So take that away, please.
Early retirement gets a bad rep because that implies that you don't like your job. But I would love the financial independence to be more picky about the projects that I work on.
Oh, so that is awesome. I respect that a lot. So she's not really like, oh, I don't like my job, but what she's really looking for is a financial freedom, so she doesn't have to work whatever job basically like her company gives her. That way she can have like more choice and also more options. I like this. I like this. I like this girl like a lot. You know, she's pretty good. But the idea is, why are you doing the soda thing? Maddie saved up for two big expenses recently. $70,000 car she bought in September 2018. And $9,000 of immigration fees and flight fees. I like that. I like that a lot. And here's why, guys, okay? A lot of people, they go out there and they buy, for example, a $34,000 car they can't afford. It's brand new. In reality, we all know depreciation is going to be a massive downer in this, okay? A lot of people also borrow a lot of money to actually cover immigration fees and lawyer fees. In reality, if you can afford to save up for it, why not save up for it? That way you can avoid all that debt. You know, I'm pro debt if it's actually good debt. It's actually going to make you money. But most of the things people like spend money on for debt, it's not going to make them money whatsoever. Usually, it's just costing them a ton of money. And remember, credit cards make around 24% in interest. So they're making a massive amount of money from you every single year.
Now I don't have this big looming thing that I'm going to have to pay for anymore. And so
she has $15,000 in a high yield savings account. I recommend she has like at least 6 months worth. If her expenses are like $3,400, she's going to need 6 times 3. That's going to be around $18,000, like $21,000. It's a lot of money. So she's getting there. She's getting there. I like it a lot. I just don't like the money she spends, for example, on that soda thing. I'm still freaked out about that.
My boyfriend and I, sure, one day we'd love to get married, but weddings are really expensive. And I feel like I'm a broken record, but like once we get married, it's like Well, then you gotta pay a lawyer for a green card.
Oh, look at that. She's so traumatized by like the whole like lawyer thing. It's an investment. Take it easy, okay? It's an investment. And on top of that, you know what? People say this all the time. You know what? Oh my gosh, you know, weddings are so expensive, like $40,000. In reality, weddings are not expensive, okay? It's what people want that's expensive. If you want like this, oh my gosh, look at my wedding, like, oh my gosh, Kim Kardashian. The answer is it's gonna be very expensive. But I don't plan on having like a $20,000 wedding, $10,000 wedding, maybe, if my wife like really pushes me. But the answer is like, I'm not gonna pay no $40,000 or $20K for a wedding or $100K for a wedding. I don't care if I'm only gonna do it once. I'm going to do it right, and I'm not going to spend a ton of money on it. But comment down below, guys, and let me know, what do you think about that?
I would love to go back home for Christmas. That's just a big financial decision to make.
Oh yeah, because you know she's from Australia, so like those tickets are no joke. No.
I used to be an impulse shopper where I would buy the makeup because it was shiny and American and new. Same with food, like going to an American grocery store, I would buy.
Yeah, so she was like hyped out because again, she just came from like Australia. She wanted like all the American stuff. She wanted to try things out. And then you find out like, hey, this is just like any other stuff. Probably even worse, okay? That's what you come to find out like very quickly when you're here, you know? I like that she like took away, like she might have taken away like all her impulse buying, but sometimes people replace like a bad habit with another bad habit, you know? So I recommend you read this book right here. It's called The Power of Habit by Charles D. And this book will help her get over this bad habit of drinking all of this soda. Because once you understand, for example, the cue of the habit, the routine, and also reward, that way you can understand exactly how to change a habit. But currently, she has no idea how to change this bad habit. Not the shopping one, but basically the soda one.
These snacks because I saw them in movies. I wasted a lot of money trying to become American.
Yeah, I get that feeling. I get that feeling a lot. You know, when I first got here, I wanted to buy like all the cool shoes, like all of my friends. I wanted to look exactly like them. I wanted to have like the Gucci belts. And that's just very dumb, you know, because to be an American, you don't need to like have all this dumb stuff. Like all you really need to do is just like be yourself, I guess. So like, you know, it is what it is, you know, it is what it is, you know, so you don't really need like to buy all that stuff. But I'm glad she finally realized.
I think I'm a lot better now with not spending money on those things to impress other people or make myself feel better. But I think that overall, I generally stick to my budget.
I respect that a lot. Good job.
Saving. I think I've got a good start.
Honestly, that's the end of the video, guys, here. But honestly, this girl has a great start. And you know, not every situation is always going to be picture perfect, okay? People sometimes are very good at something, but they're also very bad at something else. For example, right now, I might be good at finances, but right now I'm very bad at my sleep schedule. It's like getting atrocious. It's getting crazy, you know? But the idea is she's very good at budgeting, also managing her money. She's doing it correctly with her rent. I'm not sure about that. They didn't clarify it in this video, but the idea is she does have some bad habits that I would like for her to actually get rid of. But overall, guys, that's about it for this video. Comment down below and let me know. Are you happy with this? Are you unhappy? Comment down below. Let me know. What do you think about someone drinking 12 soda bottles or 12 cans of soda every single day? Comment down below. Let me know. I might drink one, maybe like once a month, maybe like every 3 months or so, but 12 a day is crazy, you know, crazy, okay? Comment down below, let me know, and as always, if you enjoyed the video right here, well, like this video, and also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, and on top of that, also, destroy the like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, but before I go, here's another video on a couple that makes around 200K every single year. Watch it right here. You know, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.